Tea.
Hi guys, so it's almost noon on a Saturday. We are gonna go out and we just have a few errands to do today. Luna's getting ready to fall asleep. She's ready for her nap, so we're just gonna stick her in the car seat with her bottle and she'll probably fall asleep within like 5 minutes because she's tired. The kids have been playing hard all morning, so they definitely wore themselves out. We're gonna go run to Goodwill and drop some stuff off. Dan needs to get a new phone. His phone is dying, like it's on its last leg, and I just love looking at fall decors, fall stuff. So that's really all I want to do today, other than I need to get something. I'm trying to remember what it was. Forget. I have a few things that I need to pick up. Also, I need to make a list before I head out the door. I can't think of it right now, which is why I make lists. Hi, pretty girl.
Taking 8 bites. Oops, sorry.
It's okay.
Friday ice triple mocha.
I think that one's yours.
Any triple not that, no whip. Sweet.
Breakfast, lunch, whatever. What are we off to now?
Well, I'm gonna get the truck washed.
Oh, okay.
And while we're there, I'm gonna go to homework. I'm hoping that's enough time for Luna to have her nap. Her full nap.
I think you should splurge.
I should get the very best.
Yeah.
Welcome to our car wash. You're now ready to enter the car wash. If you'd like a receipt, press.
I don't know what this is gonna mean for me.
Stopping at McDonald's to get the kids some lunch because they're very hungry. They did not have egg bites like we did, so they're hungry.
They were asleep.
They were sleeping. We ate the cake pop we made him, and he says he wants a hamburger, so we're gonna get him
I'm
that.
just gonna get one Happy Meal and split it.
Yeah.
Hi, what can I get started for you?
Hey, can I get one hamburger Happy Meal?
Yeah, a hamburger Happy Meal. Alrighty, I will see you up here then for 4:36. Thank you.
Thank you.
What was she laughing at?
Thank you.
Rory refused to eat the burger because it had ketchup on it. Tried scraping ketchup off, but he still is upset about it. I gave him the fries, he ate some of that, but now he just wants the apples. It's typical Rory. Luna, however, is eating the hamburger like a good baby. So I changed my shirt because I just got this at Old Navy. Usually I wash my shirts before I put them on, but I like it. It's written in the stars and it has some of the zodiac symbols on it. So I changed my shirt because that hoodie was scratching my skin. I'm like kind of nitpicky about texture. It was just getting to be really uncomfortable. It's fine for a little bit, but I'm also sweaty because it's actually pretty hot out today. 79 degrees out, so I thought that because it's overcast, deceivingly warm out. it looks like it's cool out, but it's actually warm out. So I had to change. I had to just put on a t-shirt. I was raised Mormon, so I'm like more modest. I don't like to show my arms. So just wearing a tank top by itself, I'm not comfortable being in public like that. So I had to put on the t-shirt because I could not wear that hoodie anymore. So feeling way better now. So this is like a little sneak peek of our Old Navy haul. I'm gonna do that when I do the fall haul. I'll do the Old Navy haul. We got some really great clothes. There wasn't much there for baby girls, but we found some really great stuff for Rory all over there. So, yep. And we're very thirsty, so we're gonna get a drink. And then Dan is gonna go look at a new cell phone. Okay, so we made it out of the mall. We ran into my brother at the mall. We sat down and we chatted with him while we ate. Like, Dan and I shared a cookie and we got some coffee. We ended up sitting and chatting for like probably 30 minutes, and then we took the kids over to the train because they wanted to go see the train. And then I just needed to check Kohl's because mostly I'm looking for a hoodie for Luna for fall, because the jackets that she has, she's outgrowing because they're all like the 12-month jackets, but I need 18-month jackets, so can't really find one. They didn't have much selection. I don't like stuff with a lot of graphic prints, and the hoodies that they had graphic prints on them. I didn't like them. That was a bust. But we did find some cute clothes, a few clearance items, and then I found like one Halloween shirt and one Halloween pajama set. So I'm gonna put those in my haul as well. I think I'm gonna have to film that haul soon because I'm starting to build up a lot of stuff for that. But now we are off to Home Goods. I think then maybe we'll eat after that, and then we have a few groceries to get. So yeah, it's turning out to be a pretty good day, I think. Not bad as far as like what we're finding, even though I had a few things I didn't find at Kohl's. Hopefully I'll find them in a few weeks when the fall season actually starts. But I was really surprised today actually by how much Halloween stuff is gone. Because a few of the items that I bought today, there's only a few left, or that was the last one. So a lot of people are doing their back to school shopping today, and they're buying their Halloween stuff, like clothing wise also. So I'm glad that we're shopping now and not waiting until October, because by then there's gonna be nothing left. So anyway, off to Home Goods. I'm really wearing these kids out. They are getting very tired and worn down. Okay, our food came. We got a mac and cheese and fries. We got waffle fries and Texas heat burger. We got a buffalo burger and sweet potato fries. We are gonna dig in. Well, we're gonna head home. So the kids are asleep. They fell asleep on the way home. And I just thought it wasn't fair to take you guys with us all day and not do at least one little haul. So I have a grocery haul for you. I've got all my fall stuff in this bag over here that I have for my fall haul. But I have two shirts that I ended up getting for Luna off the clearance rack that are actually summertime shirts. So I'm going to show you those. And then just the grocery stuff that we got at Target, and then a couple of other little things that we got. So here we go. I picked up a container of... Oh, I'm talking quiet because the kids are asleep. Cinnamon rolls. Package of strawberries.
It was very bad in the store, and you made us very sad and tired and upset. I'm glad to be home.
Yeah. Do you want to help me with the haul?
Yeah. Spider-Man made a lot of cameos today.
Oh, yeah, he did.
Here's some flapjacks in a can. I think you just add water, probably.
For breakfast.
Eat them for breakfast. This one is blueberry. This one is protein flavor, and this one's protein flavor.
Buttermilk and maple.
Oh.
I also got these for breakfast. They got 12 grams of protein. I'll probably just have like one waffle because I'm trying to eat smaller breakfasts. So I'll probably, these will last me a while. Yeah. 8 waffles, that'll last me a while.
They're called power waffles, which I think is the best part about them.
You can have some too if you want.
Yeah, a picture of a bear on them. This weird unicorn candy that Oreo wants.
It's fruit roll up, come on.
Kids love to eat these. Luna especially loves rubbing them into the carpet. Look at these crazy guys. These are Laura cookies.
I got these. They're a complete meal. 16 grams of protein in one cookie.
Wow.
Yeah. We also got 3 packets of applesauce. We got 2 regular ones and 1 apple banana for the kids.
2% milk. Good old half and half.
I picked up some of this Vapo Steam to add into the humidifier.
This is a micro SD card with a regular size SD card adapter. So you put that little guy and you put it in here. And they have a little picture of a drone up here. Because you need these if you're going to have drone cameras, I guess.
Are you going to use it?
Probably not. I haven't even turned my drone on yet.
I need you to. I want drone footage.
2 Merida soups.
Merida?
Merida soups.
Rory picked those out.
Some Choco Slim Quick. Blondie Sunrise. That's my favorite kind of morning.
We haven't tried it yet.
I've had a Blondie Sunrise.
Oh, you have?
It's cold. I don't know how this got in there.
I got it to make for breakfast.
Some Destin for the bottom. I don't know if this is yogurt or if this is milk or something, but it's kind of like a mixture of both, I guess.
Rory's been eating them.
Rory's been eating them. I got some yeast for beer. Who doesn't love Madeline cookies with their coffee?
I like them.
Assholes, as I'll tell you. Who. Assholes don't like Madeline's. This is a shelf. Here's a Little Mermaid shirt for Luna.
It was $4.
It's 12 month.
Pretty good deal. No, it's 18 month on a 12-month hanger.
Right, this is a
I thought it
Buzz
was
Lightyear.
super cute. I love the rainbow stars and Buzz.
It's a 24 month. And it was
Also $4.
$4.
Pretty good.
The other ones?
No, that's for fall haul. And we also picked up this little box at Target to put Luna's hair stuff in because we're starting to do hair ties for her and it's starting to look messy in her drawer. So got this to help organize. That is all for our little haul here. I can't wait to put this up. I think I'm going to try it out right now just because I'm really tired of this book situation. For some reason, I still have energy. I'm not even tired, so...
That's because you are taking care of yourself.
Oh, okay. I'll probably like get tired as soon as I lay down, but since I have some energy, I'm gonna stay up a little bit because the kids are finally asleep. They've been in my hair all day, driving me crazy, driving Dan crazy. I don't know what we're gonna do tomorrow. Maybe we'll vlog. We probably won't, but if we do end up vlogging, I'll see you tomorrow. If we don't end up vlogging, we're gonna go and have some us time. I'm gonna work on that book situation and then probably, and then Dan was trying to be sneaky, but he wasn't. Dan's gonna have a beer. I'm gonna make something to drink. Yeah. Time to chill is my point. And then tomorrow, I'm pretty sure I'm gonna be doing some yard work because the yard is calling my name. I have stuff I wanna do before the end of summer. So I'm probably gonna do that and maybe I'll show you guys some of what I'm doing. But yeah, anyway, I will see you later. Good night. So it's Sunday and it's 11:30, so we're leaving almost the same time we left yesterday. I did not put any makeup on and we are going to get Dan a phone because he never got a phone yesterday and he really needs a phone. Like his phone won't even charge anymore. So we're gonna go to Best Buy because they have a better deal than what you saw at Verizon yesterday. We're gonna get a phone there and I'm not sure what else we're gonna do. We might do a few little stops, but the goal is to come back much earlier than we did yesterday because we have a few things around the yard to do. So off to Best Buy. Dan's inside Best Buy getting his phone. He already picked out, I think it's the Google Pixel 3. I'm pretty sure that's what it's called. He loves Android, so he's going that route. Yesterday, he just ended up walking away from Verizon without buying a new phone because he didn't want to pay the price of what they were charging. So, but I kind of convinced him because he uses his phone for work, and so he really needs a new phone. Like, he needs to have a functioning phone because sometimes I'll call him like 3 times in a row and the phone will ring on my end, but then I'll ask him later because I'll call him, he won't answer, and then I'll text him and he'll answer right away. And then I'll ask him, well, did you get the calls I made? I tried calling you 3 times, and he'll say, no, my phone never rang. So his phone is super duper old. Like, he really, really needs a new phone. So he's doing that since I am nudging him in that direction. I am doing some editing. I'm in the middle of editing our anniversary trip, and I'm like on a roll. I really just want to get it done. I already finished the first day. This is day 2, and I just want to finish it. So I'm kind of like squeezing in editing time anywhere I can find it. What happened?
They don't have any in stock.
What did they tell you?
I would have to order one.
So what are you gonna do?
No.
So while we've been sitting in Best Buy, Rory has been doing this to his shoes.
Here's this for you.
Okay, thank you.
Have a nice day.
Got my baby girl a little snack. Here you go, Luna. He is passed out. So we did pretty good on time. It's about 2:20 right now. We left town about 10 minutes ago. We'll be home about 10 minutes from now. And I think we're gonna do yard work. I wanna do yard work when we get home. What about you? Yeah. I'm gonna start pulling duckweed out of the pond when I get home. That's one thing I really wanna do. And I'm sure Dan has stuff that he wants to do. We'll probably only get a couple of hours in depending on the kids, like if they let us get work done. But I have energy and motivation to actually get work done. The weather's not too bad. It's like perfect end of summer weather. Not too hot, not too cold. Overcast skies, so the sun's not blasting us. So it's the cue to finish up. So what ended up happening about the phone issue, Dan and I were chatting about it, and he was debating on either just getting the downgraded version, the Pixel 3A, but he decided that he would rather just get the phone he actually wants. It sucks that he has to wait because his phone really is not doing well. Like, he really needs it as soon as possible. So hopefully Best Buy can get that phone delivered to him in a timely manner because he really needs it. He's gonna be paying $22 a month for that phone as opposed to $27 a month through Verizon. So yeah, he's just gonna go home, put his order in online. At least this way he was able to try out all of his options that were in town. Hopefully it gets here soon. But anyway, we're gonna head home now. Now I'm going to clean up my pond because this is the driest time of the year. When September 1st hits, suddenly it's gonna start raining again. It's actually been a pretty wet August. We've gotten more rain this year because of El Nino. There's actually water in the pond. There is water in the pond. So yeah, we've gotten more rain this year than we did in past years. I need to get my boots on because there's water. It was dry 2 weeks ago. The pond was dry. So I'm already late. Like, we're already getting the rain. I need to pull this stuff now while I have a chance because the water, there's only like that much water in there. In 2 more weeks, there'll probably be like a foot of water in there. It has a very short window of when this pond is dry, and there's so many weeds in there that I want to pull because I want to have a clear pond. If you look here, I pulled these weeds last year, and so it's pretty empty compared to the rest. This hasn't been pulled yet, so I need to weed this. It's driving me crazy. I really need to do it. So I'm gonna do as much as I can with the time that I have, which isn't much, but I need to go get my boots on first. Okay, got my boots. So here is my before shot. Before I even touch it. I've been at it for about 15 minutes. I got some major footprint action over here. I did what I could right there, and then I moved down over here. And I've just been clearing as much as I can. That's what I'm dealing with. My feet are already submerged. And they're actually getting stuck sometimes, like right when I was over there, my feet were getting stuck, so can't go very far. I don't think I'll get the middle. I don't know how I'm gonna get the middle, but I'm gonna try to get the edges. Look at me, I am just covered in mud. It's probably on my face, yep. It's on my clothes, my pants are covered in it, my shirt is covered in it. It's just a mess. I guess I'm not like your average mommy vlogger. This is what I like to do though. This is when I'm really, really in my element, just in nature, experiencing it, loving it, fixing it, helping it. That's what I love. So, although I'm covered in dirt, it's for a good reason. I got a lot done on the opposite side of the pond. Now I'm on the side facing the house, and I'm gonna try to make a dent over here. I basically got halfway across, and then I decided to stop because I was using these and they are not strong enough to cut the branches I was cutting. I was just trying to cut little branches, which these are fine for, like, I would say like 1/4 inch thick branches, but I need my actual pruners to cut the ones that I was trying to cut. So I stopped working over there, and now I'm gonna try to get some of this duckweed up over here on this side, and I think it's actually gonna be easier because I already did this area last year. So I think that it might be a little easier in some part. It got to the point where I was scooping the water. I'm gonna show you guys what I did. Rory came down and he was helping me, but he's not having it. He does not want to be down here. Let me show you what I did. So I have major footprints everywhere. So I did it out to here about. I could only really walk so far because my feet were really sinking. Over here the soil's really unstable. So I'm gonna have to come back and do that. But in this whole area, I was able to get a lot of it. So I did all of that because this soil is pretty stable actually. There's a lot of sand in there. So I was able to get pretty far out, and I was standing here and just scooping the weeds out, and I got a lot. And then I also pruned up because we had this situation right here. So I pruned all the way actually. I started here where I have this little stuff, and I just kept going all the way around to where the tall stuff is, and I was cutting tall stuff, and that's where I got stuck. I need a bigger pruner to get that stuff back there. I want the water to be as contained in the pond as possible. You know, if we have a pond, we might as well try to keep the water in there. But because the soil level, it's pretty high over here, and we did build this corner up because this corner sank. Last year we built that up. Slowly goes down as you get back here, and a lot of the soil has fallen into the pond. So we need to do the same thing that we did over there, and we need to dig this back out. And I'm going to use some of my blocks over there to reinforce this, at least temporarily, until we can really put some money into this pond and make it look really nice. But for now, we just have to work with what we have. So what happens in the wintertime when it rains a lot is the water just goes over and it fills this whole grove right here. I'm trying to cut down on that so that we can actually walk back here, because the soil has really eroded back here to the point where the tree roots are exposed. You can't really walk. It's usually wet. It's just not very fun to walk in, but I want to utilize this area, which is very conveniently located by my house. Like, I want to have this as a place to hang out, which is why I planted my weeping willow here, so I can have this nice big tree to sit under. Maybe put a bench right here. Just have this more like a park-like setting rather than just a wild, untamed environment, especially with this pond. Like, I'm trying really hard to get it under control here. Yeah, that's where I'm going with it. Okay, guys, I kind of went beast mode. If I wasn't covered in mud before, I definitely am now. So that's a thing. Got a lot more done. It's almost unrecognizable. I just have a small section left. It looks like a lot on screen, but it's not that much compared to what I've already done. And I've actually been scooping up with my hands piles of mud. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to go grab a shovel so that I can actually shovel out some of the mud. And just like I thought, this section here that I already did last year was very walkable and very easy to do, because I actually scooped out so much of the mud that there's hard pan there, so you can just walk on it like you're walking on water basically, which was very nice. And so I would like to have more of that in the rest of the pond to make it easier to keep it clean. So I want to scoop out a lot of this mud. I'll show you where I've made a lot of footprints. Over here, this is very hard to walk in, but right here there's just hard pan, so you can just walk right on that. Even in the water parts, there's just hard pan underneath, so it's very easy to walk on. This, my feet keep getting stuck, so I want to scoop some of this out so that it's more hard pan and less mud. As much as I really want to do more, my main thing is just to get this mud out and get the weeds out, and then hopefully next year it'll stay this nice, or maybe I'll have time in November to put in some pond plants so that it's not just empty, because I do want to plant water lilies and I want to plant irises along the edges and some other pond plants, but first I need to get it ready for that. So don't worry, it's not going to just be a barren pond. I want to make it livable for frogs and whatever wildlife decides to come hang out. We do have ducks occasionally come stop by here. We have wild ducks that live, because we have a creek, so lots of wildlife. I want it to be livable for them, so don't worry, I'm not making it a sterile environment. It's still going to have wildlife in it, like this guy. He likes to drink out of it. Quality is different. My camera died, which is not a surprise, but I am at a stopping point. I tried to vlog a little bit of me scooping the last bit of weeds out of the pond. I hope that the battery lasted at least that long. And then I tried to scoop some of the mud, but honestly, after I was done scooping all the weeds out, like, I was tired long before I was done. I pushed myself to keep going until I got every last weed out of there. Sorry, I'm setting the camera down. I did it. I finished. I never would have done this before. I would have stopped much sooner, but I just felt this really strong desire to finish, especially since I was vlogging it. So thanks you guys for helping to motivate me to actually finish it, and I feel really accomplished right now. I feel like freaking Hercules for how much I did here, and it looks great. I'm really happy with how it turned out. I'll show you an after shot, but it's not gonna look as good as my before shot because I'm using my iPhone to film it instead, so I apologize for that. And I'm sorry, my face is bad. I need a shower. I'm gonna sit in the hot tub. I deserve it. Yeah, I scooped what I could, but I'm gonna have to come back and do it later, which sucks because I don't want to get this dirty again, and I probably won't get this dirty again, but the fact is I have to go back into the mud to scoop more. But I do think it's beneficial because the pond is already deeper than it was. We actually have this rim, a car rim that's like an old car rim that's been sitting in our land since we bought the place, and I think Rory threw it in the pond, and when I started you couldn't see it. It was buried, but now it's exposed, so the pond has widened with what I just did. It has bigger capacity now because it's sticking out. There it is, it's sticking out now. So I definitely made the pond a little bit bigger, doing all of that work. But I want to make it even deeper because that way we're less likely to have the pond overflow. I don't like it when the pond overflows. It bothers me because then it erodes the soil, and that's what caused this pond to start falling inward, I think, to begin with, because it kept overflowing, because the pipe was clogged. So it just was a domino effect, and I don't like it. I want to keep it I want to keep my pond happy, I guess, is the main goal here. I'm sorry this vlog is so talky, but it's just like a lot, you know. But as soon as I was done with all of my digging and everything, I was just standing there like taking a breath, and I saw a little frog emerge from the water, and it was just swimming around. It was so cute. So I'm glad that I didn't kill all the frogs. I'm always worried about that because you are disturbing their habitat, but it is for a good cause. Like, I'm trying to make it better. So there's a little frog in there. We have frogs every year, so sometimes they get really big too. So yeah, I'm going to show you my after shot, and I'm going to show you a little bit of what I did and go into a little bit of detail on what I did here. I think I see him swimming. It's little bubbles. There's lots of bugs and everything in there. Okay, I'm gonna give you guys a look. Okay, so this is my finished product. There's lots of stuff floating in it. I almost wish I could just skim the whole thing, but I can't really do that. I don't want to get our pool skimmer dirty. But nature will clean it out. Once it rains, everything will settle, the pond will clear up, the footprints will smooth out, and it will just look, I'm hoping that it will look pristine, except for a few. There's probably a few little weeds in there that I couldn't catch because, I mean, honestly, I can't get every single weed. But I got most of them. I got probably 99% of the weeds out of here. And I am just amazed. I did not think I would accomplish that, but I did somehow. And I actually, over here, I picked up, like I picked up these rocks here that they had fallen into the pond, and I picked them up and put them back. So now I have a cleaner edge, and I stabilized it with some of the mud there. And that's where I scooped most of the mud I scooped was this right here. And then on the edge here I have my pile of weeds, and then over here a pile of weeds. And they're all gonna just die, and they'll compost down into nothing.
All
yeah.
empty.
Huh?
All empty.
Yeah.
Looks beautiful.
Thank you. I'm trying to find the little frog. There's a little frog in there.
Oh. What? Yes.
Yeah, I took all his plants away. I couldn't dig anymore. I was trying to dig some of the soil out, but I can't. I'm too tired.
I'd be happy to help.
I think he was hiding under this because I thought I saw him swim out from it after I was done.
Yeah. Blade of grass. Very tiny little guy. That blade of grass is shaped like an L. He's right at the very top of the L. Is it on?
Yeah.
He's right there.
Oh. Cute little guy. I'm sorry I disturbed your home.
Well, not that sorry.
Well, I'm gonna plant like lily pads for him. Here's my after shot. Here is a quick look for you guys at 1 week after I came out here and tortured myself in this pond. It's totally settled and it's actually looking really dry right now. I'm not sure if that's because of the heat or if it's because of what I did to it, but yeah, 1 week later. Still would like to do a little bit more work, but I'm not going to stress out if I don't get to it.
Let's go, guys. The goat is going downstairs away.